And we are back. All right, cool. So I want to pose the question to my guest. How would you feel if your significant other stayed in contact with an ex? Courtney, I'm gonna go with you first because you're over there buying your teeth and shit. So I know you got some juicy gossip. Have you wait? Have you ever stayed in contact with an ex after being in a relationship or marriage? Because I know you've been married.
Well, no, not after marriage. Not when I got married. I cut off communication. I cut off communication.
So you was in contact?
No, I cut all communication off when I got married. But then you have to think about...
okay, when you first got married.
Yeah.
I got you.
But you have to think about the time and when I got married, though. Like, it wasn't cell phones. And
right.
Social media. Social media was mid-marriage.
Man, I remember going to a payphone. She never payphone.
What?
But it wasn't with my ex. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Courtney.
So... I don't know. I may suck at this question because my time frame was in marriage years.
We got time.
So we can talk about after. Like, did I stay in contact?
Courtney, we got time. Go ahead. We wait. Portia, you wait. We good. We ain't got nothing but time. I'm kicked back. Portia kicked back. See, we waiting on you.
Lord, after leaving marriage and getting into, I stayed. Communication was still open. I'll say that. For me, communication was still open. But if I was to get in a serious relationship with someone, no.
Courtney just ran all around the question like a motherfucker.
I'm trying.
That was so professional.
I'm trying.
It's cool, man. Like, do anybody have anything over you to where you can't really speak on it?
No.
Okay. So for Courtney, we're going to say yes. Oh, shit. What about you, Portia?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The question. How would you feel if your significant other stayed in contact with an ex? How would you feel?
It depends on the situation that my significant other would have with whoever they consider to be their ex. Mm-hmm. For me personally, of course, I do stay in touch with my ex that I have kids by because we co-parent very healthy. And I do have some men that I do or I will claim as my exes. I stay in contact with them because some of those men have helped me in certain areas of my life. So, or they may still do things for me. So, right. Yeah, I do stay in contact with them.
So,
if you get into a serious relationship.
But you know what? I think we got that question mixed up. Courtney, I'm going to go back to you, Portia, then I'm going to bring it back to you.
Okay, what?
How would you feel if your significant other stayed in contact with an ex?
Oh,
I think we got the question mixed up. It's cool, though, but go ahead.
If we were in a serious committed relationship and it depends on how are they staying connected? How are they talking to each other?
They just ex. Let me frame it. No kids. They were just a previous relationship, and they are staying in contact with them because I guess they are cool, they are cordial, and they just get along.
If I don't know about it, if I find out about it, I will be like, so why is this conversation still going on? I would inquire about it. But if I didn't know about it, it means if they knew how to be respectful in their communication and interaction with each other, and I not know about it,
right.
If I find out about it and it depends on what that communication was like, then I would feel some type of way. Like if they communicate and saying things that they shouldn't be saying to each other.
Why not chop that shit out from the door? Like, that shit over. That chapter in your life is over.
Yeah, if I was to find out that they were, I would feel some type of way. And I'd be like, why are y'all still, But
so you going to let it get there first. So you ain't gonna nip it in the bud like.
How
we ain't gonna do it.
So coming into a relationship, I would expect no. I wouldn't. Mm-hmm. I would not stay in contact with the nigga. So right. I feel like you know what, there would have to probably be a conversation then, because if I would, like I said, how would I know? How would I know that they are in contact with each other?
We'll do it like this. Let's say me and you were dating. We was seriously dating, and I'm like, hey, Keisha, that's my ex. We cool, we vibe, but I don't want to be with her. I want to be with you.
What do you mean we vibe? No.
No, it just means like y'all don't have no bad energy towards each other. Because I have one ex to where like I'm cool with.
It depends on how are y'all talking to each other. Like, how are y'all talking to each other? How much energy are y'all giving each other?
Right.
Yeah, that it really depends on that. Because if it's like you're saying, hey, yo, this Keisha, you know what I'm saying, we dated once upon a time, but we cool.
Yeah.
And I know Keisha, you've introduced me to Keisha, and I don't feel, you know, a negative vibe between y'all's interaction, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But if it was something that you were sneaking and doing, then I would feel some type of way.
I got you. Me personally, I wouldn't let it go down because I know how things can happen. Because if something is going on between me and you, you going back telling all our business. You know what I'm saying? And you can become vulnerable. She can become vulnerable, and you know.
That's what I mean. What
So
kind of
I'll have to
communication
shut it
y'all having?
down.
That's what I feel. Just
Because if that shit, if y'all that cool, y'all have still been together.
that's
You get what I'm saying? Like, no,
Exactly.
shut it down. Like, I'm good.
yeah. That's what I meant by it. It have to be something secretive going on, like for it to be a problem. Like, why are you still in contact?
Right. What about you, Portia? You shutting it down?
I mean, I
A
I
dude
guess
you
it
like now, just a dude
depends
you like.
on the dynamic of however they may be conversing with each other. Like, I know a lot of people probably can't handle what they may be doing to somebody else. Me personally, if I'm comfortable in a relationship or exclusively dating somebody, and if they do say, well, hey, I still communicate with so and so because this is the reason why, okay, cool. Because I've been in situations like that where I've been dating somebody and I've told them, hey, I still keep in contact with so and so because they help me with this. They do this. They do this. This aspect.
you with what?
Help you with
I have a
I need one of
business.
them.
So
Oh, Portia.
I make bracelets. I have my business.
So
So I do have somebody that did help me build it up, did a lot of stuff in regards to that business.
Ooh,
And they're
Portia.
very knowledgeable of how to run it. So I mean, it's not doing the handwork, but as far as like the social media and
Right. And you say, like, if you were dating somebody seriously, you wouldn't cut that off?
unless they want to learn how to be a personal assistant too and do that stuff, like go to the post office,
Right.
So
take
this is-
these pictures, do this, upload this, respond back to this email.
So
But you're
basically-
giving that same energy back if he was to have somebody help him in his business. So you cool with all that.
Yeah.
I got you.
I see what you're saying. It's an ex, but it's someone that you have a business.
It's not their business,
It's a business,
but it's just
relationship.
certain
At
things
this
that
point.
they've done.
Are they still doing it? Or
Yeah.
it's just that, oh,
I don't know, Portia. I think like if you get in something serious, I think he might have to like, hey baby, listen, you gotta find you another assistant.
Well, I'm not gonna even say that person is an assistant because that would be disrespectful to them.
Portia.
But either you're gonna learn how to do it, or
But what
or
if they
you
want to
hire
be a
someone
part
to
of
teach
it?
them.
wait, what you say?
What if they don't want to be a part of the business?
What I got going on? Well, I need somebody that's business minded, that may understand entrepreneurship in a certain aspect. And these are things that I try and express to people. If I do converse with them, hey, I do this, I'm in school, I got this
Yeah.
going on, I got this going on. You may be somebody that may just get up and go and might not be doing nothing.
Right.
I can't deal with nobody like that.
I got you because when you get into something like serious, I think y'all need to have that initial talk of what's gonna go and
Oh,
what's not gonna
absolutely.
go,
Right.
what's gonna fly. Like,
Yeah.
nah, baby, I can't do
Everything changes once you get to the point where you want to become serious with each other. Then there is absolutely a conversation that you have to sit down and have where you establish
Right.
real, true boundaries. what you accept, what I don't accept, what I desire, what I don't desire.
Because if you do it on the front end, it wouldn't come off as insecurities towards the end. You know how you with somebody, they try to change some shit up. You be like, man, we ain't discussed this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Because they'll come off as insecurities if we haven't previously discussed it when we first start talking. And I understand as the relationship goes, you got to have new conversations. You got to update the relationship, you know. So I think it's just a talk between the person you with.
It is.
But me personally, babe, we cut that off. I ain't no jealous
feel
dude,
like we gotta
but
cut
this your ex, man. Like, no. If y'all was that cool, y'all would still be together. Y'all can't be that fucking cool. You get what I'm saying, Portia? Shit. Nope. Out of there. But everybody's shit set up different.
Right.
Like, I ain't judging you. You know, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Would you continue to be with somebody that you're no longer physically attracted to?
No.
Physically. Like, they don't let themselves go.
Oof.
Dad bod. Well,
No.
I guess
I mean,
that's part of being physical. Yeah.
If you, Brian, would you stay with someone and let them go?
Will you continue being with somebody that you're no longer physically attracted to?
So, it will have to be like if you like you. You have to express to the person your concerns and like motivate and try to, you know, push them to do better and get better. But if you really do you can fall out of love with someone based on, you know, how well they're taking care of their physical attraction. And I feel like that if you find yourself not physically attracted to someone,
Right.
and you find yourself beginning to become attracted to other people, then you have to be honest with that person. And you have to have that conversation, decide how y'all gonna move.
Right. You see, they got mad at me on a podcast out there. I think it was my second podcast. When I was telling them, I was explaining to them, do not get too comfortable with a person. You know what I'm saying? They were like, well, I can't get comfortable. I didn't say that. Don't get too comfortable.
Well, you let yourself go.
Right.
Don't let yourself go.
Because I still want to look good for my woman. I still want to look good, smell good. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So your answer is no. You couldn't be with nobody that you're no longer physically attracted to.
Yeah, like if I lose that attraction and that, you know, that feeling, that sexual attraction, that's going to change a lot of other things.
Physically?
It's going to change a lot of other
things. But I thought y'all fell in love with this right here, not this.
Here's my thing. What I said is, if that becomes an issue where I'm finding that it is a problem and I'm now beginning to look at other people, I'm no longer attracted to my person, and that's a problem, I have to have a conversation with them first.
Right.
We have to discuss it. And if I have to be honest with myself, and I think that's the thing, if I know within myself I'm no longer attracted to you, I think that would offset a lot of other aspects.
How would that conversation go?
I would have to say something like, yo, so you want to go work out?
And they got this volleyball tournament coming up, baby. Let's
go work out?
It.
Hey, yo, so let's work out together, you know. I mean, because I'm going to try to cook right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to cook right and present meals. That's going to
But Courtney, check this out.
But
how
that's so weird.
How can a man relay that question to his woman?
If a man becomes unattractive to his lady?
If she starts to let herself go. We
have to learn to be honest with each other in our relationship.
But everybody's not honest. See, me, I'm more of the blunt type. I'll be like, hey, baby, this is not going to work. But some guys, they don't know how to have that conversation with their women. Their woman.
This is something. You have to, as a man, you definitely, either man or woman.
Because y'all way more sensitive.
We are.
Yeah.
We are very sensitive. I feel like y'all sensitive too. If we call out some stuff to y'all,
not necessarily.
Y'all feel some type of way too.
Not necessarily. You never did it before, so you wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah. So I would say that you definitely, love is what's gonna, if you truly love this person, you truly in love with this person, truly love this person, your heart is going to allow you to speak in a way. You should know that person well enough to know how to speak to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you just have to, like y'all don't know each other then. Y'all, the love ain't real if you don't know how to speak the words you need to speak to your person to let them know.
No, listen, bring it back in.
I'm just saying,
Really
it's
back
hard
in.
to specifically
How would you tell
say.
me to communicate with Portia? Like, hey, baby, you need to
You
lose
have
a
to be
little weight.
like, you have to be like, I don't know, babe. So I kind of concerned. I feel
I think
like,
I'll move it towards a health issue.
yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I just, I want us. I want us to get healthy. I want us to start. You got to say us.
Right.
I was just thinking about us,
Right,
and I
right.
feel like we. You have to say we. You have to say
Right.
us. Don't
Make it a team effort.
Yes, make it a team.
You go to the
thing.
gym every day, but you like, I think we need to start working out.
You're like, babe, like, let's just start working out together. You know what I'm saying? Let's come. But I do know a couple where the spouse is trying to push the wife to work out. Come go with me. And no, I don't want to. I don't feel like. I do know a couple that's like that.
Yeah.
But he love her. So it's like he hate that he keep trying to push her and get her to come work out and stuff. I mean, she don't look bad, but it's just like he know it'd be better for her health. You know what I'm saying? And so I do know personally a couple where the husband is trying all these ways to get her to start working out. Come with me, baby. Come,
Right.
work out with me. Come do this with me. No. He's like, then.
So if he cheated, do we have a reason?
There is never a reason to cheat. I don't care what nobody say. There's never a reason.
It's always a reason. You
There's
just
never
don't
a reason.
do it.
There's never a reason to cheat.
No, it's a lot of reasons to cheat. You just don't do it. You can't say it's never a reason.
That
It's a
sound
lot of
like a whole
reasons.
different topic right there.
Oh, my
That
bad,
is.
Portia. All right, Portia. But before I get to you, it's always a reason to cheat. It's always a reason
It's
to
just your
do
choice.
something. It's just something you got to have the discipline not to do it. Yep.
I agree.
All right, Portia, what about you? Could you continue to be with someone that you're no longer physically attracted to?
I think that would, I don't know. It would depend. Sometimes people have life-changing events. Like you just can't control that completely. Somebody may get in a car wreck. They may get burnt. Now, if it's my husband, and if he goes through some type of life altering change that may make him not physically attractive to others, then yes, I'm going to stick with my husband through thick and thin.
No. Let's frame it to where like they just let themselves
Yeah.
go. Like no,
If they just let
accident.
themselves go,
Well, what you attracted to in a man? You like slim, fat, not fat, but like big boy, cut, chest, arms, shoulders. What attracts you?
emotional intelligence.
No, we mean physically though.
Physically, I would probably say height.
Nick can't get short.
I mean, I'm short. I don't want you to be
No. I mean, like to stay in the frame of the question. Like, what is it like? Not something you can't change, like your height or a freak accident, like something like
maybe weight gain or something like that.
weight.
I don't want you to be too big.
Too big?
Like, I don't want you to be like Notorious B.I.G. size.
You don't like the big boy?
But I mean, now don't get me wrong. I think some dad bods are sexy, but like I said, I don't want you to be like Notorious B.I.G. big like that. But to kind of move the goal some, I think women will put up more with a man not being physically attractive to them anymore quicker than a man will with some women.
Yeah, we would.
Say that again.
I agree.
Portia.
Women are quicker to settle and be okay with a man not being physically attractive to them anymore versus a man not being physically attractive to a woman anymore.
That statement.
Yeah, because we like the old saying goes, men fall in love with our eyes first. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and like women fall in love through their ears. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can see that. I
And
can see
then,
that.
women go through changes. We have babies, postpartum. When if you deal with postpartum at times, you're not gonna always feel like doing your hair, doing your makeup, or wearing something sexy, or however. In whoever you're with, a man, he may see that and be like, her stomach big, or she got stretch marks, or this, that.
Well, see, most men, we don't think like that. You know, we understand that she just had a baby and she gotta, get herself
Like you
back.
said, most men.
Yeah, I mean, you got
But
assholes.
we
you
live
got
in
asshole
we
women
live in a
and
day
asshole
and
women
age now of IG models, the BBL culture.
Oh my Lord.
But see, Portia, this is the thing y'all don't understand about us men. Y'all think that's what we want.
Ugh.
Most men want natural. Most men understand an Instagram model is fake. When you see them in person, they don't look nothing like that. I'm a photographer. I know. I see men know when other women are too done up. And, a lot of men are not attracted to that. For some reason, y'all think we like all that. And we be looking like, because after so long, if you're on social media and you like ass,
Exactly.
you become, these, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, what else? So men, we're not that simple to be like, all I want is Instagram models, because Instagram models are fake. They take a million pictures just to get one good angle. We know the makeup is done up. We know you can't keep that up. We know you don't got the butt job or this job or the hair job. And it's like, it gets too much.
You know what I think it is at this point in life? I believe social media 100% is the reason why women are feeling like they have to change their bodies because they want the following and the likes. So everyone wants the instant gratification from social media. So when they do see the women with the legs, hips, and when they see the women, and they see they got all of these followers, all these likes, they are trying to keep up with the social media society. They like, well, when I post my picture, I want all these likes, I want all these followers, and that's what I'm getting. A lot of women I think women are truly getting these things done because of their own, not because they think it's going to grab the attention of a man. They want to grab followers and likes and get all of this social media fame that they seeing these women get. That's what I feel.
No, it's
because
it's
at one
validation.
point, validation. One point when I was, and I'm gonna be so honest, when I was coming back into this, into the single life, and
The ghetto.
looking at, I'm like, okay, so like here I am back out in this world. What do men like? I never, I always present myself for how I am. But when you listen to a lot of songs or you listen to a lot of men speak, it sounds like when you hear majority of men speak, it sounds like you hear them saying they love a woman with ass. They love a woman with, it seems like you're all, no, I'm telling you what it sounds like. It sounds like we're always hearing men say they love ass. They love da. So women are thinking because of what they feel they are majority hearing from men, well, that's what they like. Because I'm telling you, I, at once upon a time, thought, so I guess men want women with all this ass. I ain't got no ass.
I'm gonna tell you where you're messing up at. Number one, you never ask the man, like seriously, one-on-one, what do you like? Most men, we are physical, but we're not done. We know what we like in a woman. You know what I'm saying? Second thing, a lot of women on social media, they're competing with each other.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's a competition, not for men. Y'all in competition with each other. You get what I'm saying? So y'all can't put that on us. It ain't on us. We out the race.
I mean, I'm just thinking about songs, and then when you hear men talk, it just seems like you're always, it seems as if you hear majority of men always just talking about ass.
Courtney, I'm a man. I don't see it.
Some men.
But I don't see it.
You don't see it, but we as
I'm a
women,
man.
It seems like that's what we're always hearing.
You ain't never watched or seen like a clip from when women would call into like Kevin Samuel's show.
Oh God,
and
don't talk about the dead. Don't disrespect the dead.
Okay, this is my thing with the dead. I'm not gonna be disrespectful of him. I wasn't a fan, but with that situation, and that's with anybody. When someone transitioned to the afterlife, however people felt about them when they were alive, don't expect people to change since they're dead.
Yeah, but
if I
you
felt
still
one
show,
way, then but I'm gonna keep it respectful. That's all I'm gonna say. But to get back on that topic, when I would see like clips of these women calling in into his show, and he would listen. They'll say, "Well, I'm 37, or I have this going on. I have this going on." You can see them at the bottom of the camera, and he'll be like, "Well, you know why you single? You 37. You fat. Your ass is fat. We can cuss on here."
Yeah, but see, those are clips, and you know they'll chop them up to make them look a certain way.
But men and women would see that.
Yeah, but you can take something you did in your life and clip it up and make you seem like a bad person too. You got to get the full context when people talk.
And Dr. Umar said something last night, like same thing again. He was like, I think when women have like a biological clock, they have a beauty clock, and something else he said. He was like, a lot of women, y'all get ran through in y'all 20s, and then y'all gain weight, y'all be all fat and out of shape, and you know, a lot of y'all ain't got no kids, you gonna wait too late, and you ain't gonna be able to have kids, or you gonna be ugly. A lot of women hear that, and
maybe it came off the wrong way, but it's a biological fact, you know what I'm saying, that we have more time than y'all have. You get what I'm saying? When we start off, when a man start off, we start off at the bottom because we gotta build ourselves up. We gotta make ourselves into somebody. Women start off already like what we want right there. You know what I'm saying? With the beauty, the age. Like, you know, we gotta build ourselves up because we get it hard on the front end. We gotta watch all the dudes with the money and the this and that to get all the women, and it's like, you know, it goes both ways though. It goes both ways. But y'all.
So do you think body shaming is a double standard?
Yeah, because women body shame too. Y'all body shame too. But
in my personal experiences, I've never been body shamed to my face by a man. It's always been from other women.
Right.
To my face.
Right.
So.
But that's just like Jordan Peterson. He just got off Twitter because he said the Sports Illustrated model, he was like, that's not cute to him. Like she was a BBW. He was like, no, that's not cute to him, you know, for the Sports Illustrated magazine. And I'm like, okay, we're used to seeing supermodels on the cover. So it's a man's magazine. We know what we want to see. So why are you putting this woman on here? We don't want to see her. Not saying, but you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Men can't say nothing that we like and want. If we say, okay, I don't prefer that. That's not my preference. Y'all throw us in the trash like we don't want to hear from you. But on the other note, you want to know what men think, but you never ask a man what he think. Not saying she's a bad person, but she's not supermodel type to be on the Sports Illustrated magazine.
But that's the now we're finna get into this. But that's my point though. It's like we have, you know, been shown this image all our lives of what a supermodel looks like. I'm small. I'm a small girl. Yes, I am. I'm slim. But I grew up, and I believe because in my family we were all different sizes, and I never looked at myself as I am what a woman's supposed to look like, because I looked at my sister, I'm like, she's just as beautiful as I am, you know, with her curves and her body type and everything. But I feel like, Brian, you're proving what we're saying. It's like you all have in your mind what you feel is beauty or whatever, and then so when a different type of beauty is brought out, then y'all like, no, that's not what we like, and so it makes us feel like, well, you know, well, God, dog, you know,
Courtney, have you been in a beauty pageant before?
I have.
Talk to me.
What?
you get where I'm going?
Okay.
Just because, okay.
Like why can't she be on the cover? Like why do y'all have to have an opinion because they decided to put a different type of beauty on the cover?
Because it's what we want to see. We didn't say she was ugly. We didn't say that. But you just can't give somebody something. You can't shove nothing down somebody's throat. You get what I'm saying?
So that's making women think y'all only think a certain type of woman.
No, we don't. I'm going to tell you
beautiful.
why. Because who makes a woman get on social media and be the IG model and put all their makeup on and get them BBL,
The woman
BBLs?
herself. BBL.
Y'all
The woman-
compete. Y'all competing with yourself. The men are left out. You get what I'm saying? Y'all competing with yourself. Most of the time, y'all think, okay, men like big boobs, big butt, thick, boom, boom, boom. But listen. You don't know that man's preference of what he likes. We was talking in the restaurant last night, and I was telling my boy, I was like, I like this is my preference. I like this style woman. He said, okay, I like mine a little bit thicker. And we was having that conversation. It ain't that the model on the Sports Illustrated is like she's the scum of the earth, but that's what most men don't want to see. That's all I'm saying. You can't shove it down our throat and say, you going to see it and you better. It ain't no man body shaming her. Jordan Peterson just said, I don't like it because this is not what I'm used to seeing. That's all. Because most of the time, y'all just spew out a lot and y'all don't ask men what they want. What's our preference?
What is your preference, Brian McKinney? What do you want?
I like
Lizzo
portion
or Rihanna.
size. I like portion size. I like your size. And most men like big breasts, big butts. I like smaller, slimmer women. You get what I'm saying? BBL, most of the time, that turns a lot of men off. I'm going to be honest with you. It turns a lot of men off. Most men like natural hair. Like we was telling
I feel like when it comes to women and our appearances, a lot of times we wake up and we style ourselves the way we want to style ourselves for ourselves. When we look in the mirror, when we look at ourselves, we feel beautiful. Like for me, I love big, curly hair. This I add to my hair to make my hair more fuller. When I want to just wear my hair, I just wear my hair. I love my natural hair. I have back in the day worn extensions and things like that. Like I go look at pictures and be like, oh, I remember I used to wear extensions. I'm thinking about, incorporating, wig styles and things like that, just for the style and the fashion and all of that. And I think men have to understand that when we get dressed for us. We don't get dressed for y'all. We get dressed for when we look in the mirror will make us
Courtney,
feel good.
Can I stop
we
you?
just hope that when you see us, you feel that we are beautiful no matter how
But can
we
I stop
present
you?
ourselves.
See, y'all have a perception of men like we just this one way. Men understand when y'all go out and y'all do things, y'all do it 80% for the women. We understand most of the time y'all compete with each other. It's not totally done for us.
Right.
If I tell you, Courtney, I like your weight. I love your weight. I mean, you got your own insecurities about yourself. Well, maybe I need to gain 5 more pounds. I might say, I like your hair. Like, person I was with cut all of her off. I'm like, I like your hair. Like, what you doing? I like that. Why would you cut your hair off? Because you trying to please somebody else. That's the way I look at it. I'm sorry. But I think men and women should have better dialogue between each other so y'all can fully understand how men think. And, it's not just a cookie cutter like men like big butts, men like this. And like, no.
I know everybody have their preferences. Right. We do understand that. We really, really do. I think as a couple, what you should make certain that you do is you compliment each other often. Like, I feel like when you take time to compliment your partner, then that gives your partner reassurance and it tells your partner what parts or what about her or him that you love. Because I can tell you that's something that I used to, I got every now and then. And so sometimes I'd be like, well, damn, am I beautiful today? Other people,
you gotta understand though, like
I feel like what I'm saying is in the conversation that we're having about just the appearance. How would you feel if you're not attractive to your partner anymore, or What's your preference? One thing about it is that when you are in a relationship with someone, that means that person is your preference. They represent what you like in the person.
Correct.
You're not going to be dating somebody that's not in your preference.
I don't know, Courtney.
range.
Some people do settle now.
No, I don't know. So what I'm saying is, I feel like, making certain, and that's a part of intimacy too. Remember we were talking about that, like complimenting each other, like point out those things, you know what I'm saying, about that person that you find attractive. And that keeps that person, feeling good about themselves as well, and motivates that person to keep wanting to. So like you were saying, why you cut your hair? Did you compliment her off and like, babe, I love your hair today. Your hair look good.
I did want to say this. You got to choose your partner wisely. Sometimes you will choose an insecure person, and no matter how much you compliment them, it doesn't matter.
That's
you
true.
can tell them they're beautiful 20 times a day, it's still not going to matter. But I have been with a person, and I said, I love your weight. I don't like my weight, too small. I love your weight. So if a person is, why you roll your eyes?
I'm listening.
You having flashbacks or something? Somebody told you? But no matter how many times you tell a person something, they're beautiful, your hair, your makeup, y'all have sometimes y'all have real deep insecurities. Like you need to work on yourself.
I've been there. I've dated a man where he would say, I like your petite size and all stuff like that. But I would notice, like, in the past, he dated
Thicker women.
Right.
Thicker women or heavier set women.
Sometimes we settle.
And if you don't get all dressed up right and you feeling yourself, and of course you getting the validation from social media, but social media is so messy. You could see the person name, it'll be like so and 100 other people like this person picture, and it's somebody that's the complete opposite of what you are, and you'll be like, damn. So
Portia, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
So he couldn't like nobody's picture?
No, I'm not saying don't like anybody's picture, but it's saying
It makes you
I'm
wonder.
saying, yes, if
he really
they're
like
telling
that?
me,
Those
oh,
are
I like your,
insecurities, though.
that's an insecurity that I've had within myself.
I got you.
Yeah, if they've said, oh, I like your petite size, but if I've known for you in the past to date women that are twice my size or however they may be, and then if I get on social media and see you're only liking those particular type of women pictures, to me, in my mind, be like, I'm not really your preference. You don't really like me. So
Yeah, I understand.
that's something I have
see
struggled with.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you admit to that.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, I was just about to get on your Portia.
No.
I'm like, wait a minute, because we can relay like what we like, what we want, what we this, and sometimes y'all just resort back to compete with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying. I know for me, I've said before, I just know where I am now, like in my size, and where I was, and it make me feel a little insecure. Like, am I too small? So to hear someone say, "No, you're good," but when I look at myself, and I think it just stems back to how you personally feel when you look at yourself. Like it's not that you're insecure, but you just want to, as a woman or even as a man, when you look in the mirror at yourself, you see your own reflection, and it's just what you desire to see.
So basically,
I don't think, I don't know, because like for me, I still feel if I just gain just at least 10 of them pounds back, I'll feel solid again. You know what I mean? But then for my man to be like, no, you good. But when I look in the mirror, I'm like, I know you say I'm good, but I feel like.
But see, this is one reason why that I'm kind of blunt when I talk to the girls I previously talked to. And it's because if I lie to you, my compliments don't mean shit. You get what I'm saying? Like if I tell you like you cook me some food, I'm like, baby, this ain't it. But when I do give you that compliment, you know it's genuine. You get what I'm saying? So if I say, no, you good. I like your shape. I like this. You good. Now you like, okay, I'm certified. I'm good. But another thing we got to work on is more confidence, because one thing about it is we got to understand everybody got preferences.
Yeah.
if this motherfucker don't like you, this person will. Everybody got their own preference. It can be a ripped dude, 6'4", 6'5", just what everybody like. But you have this girl over here like, I don't even like that. I like a big boy.
Yeah.
So once you understand everybody got preferences, it's like, I'm good. Like,
And that's
I'm a
okay.
slim dude. Like, women love slim dudes. Women love built dudes. I'm going to go find a motherfucker who like the slim dudes. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep, well, I don't have a cocky attitude, but I have confidence. Like, hey, I'm not, everybody insecure about certain things.
Yeah,
But I'm like,
right.
hey,
Just
I'm
certain,
like, yeah.
like when I walk out the door, you ain't gonna know. You know that
Right.
I looked in the mirror myself. Was like, dang, I just want to. I'm my confidence level, you know.
But it's still yourself.
But it's yeah, it is.
You gotta
It's-
work on your
it's
self-esteem.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that I'm a very confident woman, no matter the size I am. Especially when I walk out my door, you will never know that I probably looked in my mirror like, dang, girl, you just probably need to gain like 5 more pounds, chick. You know, to myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like it's definitely, you know, it's how we feel personally.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
even though your man's complimenting you and like telling you, baby, you look good, I love it, you know, and it does boost your confidence. Like you look at yourself different, you be like, well, damn, okay, all right, okay,
Right.
all right,
Right.
okay.
Yep. But see, it's like a conundrum. Like, you can be content, but if you be too content, you start to
Right.
go down a little
Right,
bit. So
right.
it's always good to have in the back of your mind, maybe I need to gain a little weight, or maybe I need to do some squats, or, you know.
Right.
You don't want to be like,
You see your
bitch,
body,
I'm bad. You
right?
know what
You
I'm saying?
see
Like,
your
I'm-
body.
yeah.
You know what you got. You know what you got to work on. I'm small, but I got to
Yeah.
tighten up. I got to tone up.
Right.
You
You,
know what I'm
still got to
saying?
have that little bit of confidence, and your self-esteem can't be in the trash. Like, no.
Absolutely.
Because you'll walk around, everybody else think you the shit, and you beating your own self up inside because you not happy with yourself.
That is true.
You get what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say on that. So you guys got anything before we wrap this thing up?
Man,
No.
what advice y'all give somebody coming back out in this world? They
Well, see, but I'm gonna tell you like
Meeting
this.
people and-
people always
Jesus.
say the dating, the single life and the dating game is trash. I know a lot of trash marriages. I know a lot of trash relationships. It's all about what you make it. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it ain't. It's only trash if you fuck with trash people.
That's true.
And you attract trash people. You know what I'm saying? So you are what you attract. You got fucked up trash marriages. You got fucked up trash relationships. I used to look at the dating game like that, like, man, ain't shit out here. You get what I'm saying? But I changed my perspective around, like, yeah, it's something out here. You know? Yeah.
It can get a little ghetto, but like he said, it ain't none compared to some of these marriages that you see on social media, like how these people can be posing and in reality they hate each other. The other spouse may be cheating and all that type of stuff. So
Yeah. I think we gotta let them deal with that shit. Like,
yeah.
that's your man. I don't give a fuck who he cheating.
Right.
Like, y'all.
Yeah, it
but-
ain't my business. But the way that I see some of these marriages, since I now I do still probably want to get married, but I don't have a desire to. Like, it wouldn't be a dream, or I'm not. Some women, that's all they
That's their
desire.
dream, right.
I'm not one of those women
Right.
anymore, and I haven't been that way like in a long, long time.
Right.
So.
Marriage
But never
wasn't
say
even-
never, though.
Right.
Never say never.
Oh, I'm
'Cause
not
I
saying
know-
I won't never get
Right.
married. I'm not pressed around
Not
it. Like,
looking
it's not
forward.
centered around my whole world.
Right.
I get
and I
it.
feel like that's when it comes to you.
Right.
Naturally. I know for me, marriage was never on my list. Like I had, you know, this is what I'm out to do. And then I was like, I'm a woman, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna meet that person, and I did. And so now being in, you know, this part of my life, it's like, is marriage still on my, you know, like, do I desire to be married again? I do desire to be married again. I do believe, you know, in marriage and things like that, and I do want the next marriage to be the one that really blossom and last and be everything I want it to be. But is it what I'm going after? You know, I want it to naturally come and naturally happen. It's nothing that I fixate my mind on. Like some women, like, oh, I'm waiting for my man. I want to be married. I'm waiting for my husband, and that's okay for the women,
Right.
That are like, it's okay for them that want marriage, and
But don't just
but
fall into it. Have intentions
You
about.
have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to have intentions about it.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
I know for me, I'm just like, I want to enjoy life. I'm not someone that's out like,
Hot girl summer, baby.
no. No. Did I just
Enjoy
Hot Girl
life,
Summer
also
last year?
known as hot girl summer.
No. I'm really not putting myself out there right now. Like I think it's for me, it is business, growing that, just redirecting, reshaping my life. But it's wanting to have that person that, like that person that that you can have fun with and enjoy life with. Like, I'm not a girl that's, they be like, date them all, sis. I'm not her.
Don't do that shit.
I ain't got time.
I tried that shit. That shit did not work.
I'm not
strung
a
out.
you were strung out.
I was strung out. But
I'm not a
back to
dating
what
model.
Portia was saying, like the marriages you see on social media, they portray like they have this good marriage on social media, but you know what most of them do in the background. But I say this, I'd rather see love. I'd rather see that on social media than them fighting.
Yeah.
I'd rather see them portray something good,
Yeah.
something positive, than them fighting. Even though in the background it's a facade, like, man, I know that nigga. I know that woman.
He done been in my inbox and he married.
Right. But I rather for me, myself, my eyes, and like my kids.
Yeah, I love
I'd
seeing
rather
that.
let them see love and kissing.
Yeah.
It might be fake, but hey, you know what I'm saying?
But how do we know?
Who
Well,
gives a shit?
you're like,
It's the
like,
imagery
right.
of
I
what
love
is.
it. And then I follow like the Black Love page, and I love when those posts come up, and it's just to see love.
Yeah, I love. Yep.
Jeez.
Even. Oh, go ahead, Portia.
Oh no, I was agreeing with her.
Yeah, I love seeing that, and I love it when I'm scrolling down my timeline. I'm seeing
Right.
Black love,
Healthy relationships.
just fun
Yeah.
and excitement and relationships and everything. And I'm like, shit, I want that. Absolutely, I want to have that companion.
And I
that
love
person.
seeing Black women being loved properly.
Right.
After being like, if they've been in like a physically abusive relationship or a verbally abusive relationship, man or woman, because men can go through abuse as well. And I like to see people find their person and just glow up from that, and you can just feel the love from that.
Absolutely.
And you cheer for people like that.
Oh, you're right. But I'm gonna tell you, even though I'm single, I still love love. If I'm dealing with somebody, we're gonna experience the relationship together. Minus the commitments and things like that. But I love love. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like going out being single or having sex with so many women, doing this and doing that.
So you're not a
Please
future.
don't do that.
So you're not a future type of man.
What you mean?
You're not future. Like, Future is not your role model. Or I know a lot of men out here, they'll portray, say, "Oh, I'm Future," or "Future is my toxic king."
Oh, I don't think Future is toxic. I think Future is because being toxic is playing somebody, not letting somebody know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Future, he's a public figure, so women flock to him. He don't flock to women.
And I told somebody that I don't think he's toxic. I think he's just been in toxic situations.
But let me ask you this.
But we've seen him deal with so many women, and we know he have like all these baby mamas, and the media have gave him that stigma. I don't think he's toxic personally. I just think he's been in toxic situations.
Right. And like even Future say, like, if he like you, he gonna spend money on you. You know what I'm saying?
Valentine's Day, the worst day.
Yeah.
He said he got so many to please.
Yeah. But see, that's a man trying to give out all his love. He's
Monetary and financially.
But see, like, sometimes it's more to it than just all the finances, buying bags and buying this and buying that. Like, as a man, we thinking of actually taking care of our woman. We got a lot of love to give. Like, we can we can take care of multiple women, and we can kind of like mentally deal with more than one woman. Yep.
I used to work at Sex down there before they closed.
On 80?
And I worked in the sales department. And like you said, we would have men to call, and like we would get celebrities, everybody calling, right? And we used to have this one client that would call in, and he would order these bags, very expensive bags. Now he would order these. He would always order 2 bags. He would have one shipped to his physical address, and then have another one shipped to a different address. Same bag for 2 different women.
Girl, let me tell you a story real quick. When I lived in Baton Rouge, my cousin-in-law owned a clothing store in one of the malls in Baton Rouge, and he was an NFL football player, and one of his best friends was Lil Boosie, and so the family worked the store. Lil Boosie used to come into the store, and he used to buy all his baby mamas. Like he would come in, he was like, let me get that jacket, let me get the pants. And that used to tickle me so, but he would come in and literally buy up the store for every single woman, every child's mother. And I used to be like,
Yeah.
but I mean, just
See,
listening to what you were saying about that, but
if
it was
everybody
not,
know.
you know, I just,
And
but
some
no,
people
but
are
no, it's
okay
going off of
with
what
it.
you're saying though, that you men can take care of multiple
Right.
women. That's what I think our conversation is going off on, because it's like, I knew.
Yeah.
But so do you think monogamy?
I don't think
is-
men are naturally meant to be monogamous.
That's what I want to know. I was about that. Do you
I
think
don't-
men-
because
Not naturally, but we can develop the discipline to
that
just
yeah.
be with one.
developing the
Because-
And I'm
discipline.
glad I heard that from a man.
But see,
Developing the
No.
that's it,
I know a lot of
developing the
men
discipline.
who don't do that. But see, I think men and women need to. No, I'm telling you. I think men and women, we need to come together and discuss, because it's a split. It's a divide on how men really think, as far as how we think, how we move, other than what's being projected to women.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because we take a beating in the media kind of bad these days.
Especially black men.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I was finna say something. What you said, Portia? Because I was finna come back off of that. What you had just
Was it about being monogamous?
monogamous?
I had a
Discipline.
conversation with a man not too long ago, because one thing I noticed with our culture, especially, we don't make platonic relationships normal with men and women. In a way, platonic relationships, people feel like they can't exist
What you mean?
for a man and woman to strictly be platonic. If somebody probably was to see me and you out, for example, especially in Jackson, first thing else, oh, they probably sleeping together, they doing this, they doing that. Meanwhile, we could just be out having a drink, discussing life.
Well, let me tell you this. A lot of men, like, especially if he don't have a lot of time, we don't have female friends. Now, I was in a situation to where, like, oh, I thought you have female friends. She's married. She got a boyfriend. But just as a female friend, I'm out with. No, most of the time, men, we gonna work our way in. It's a bad way to do it. Try to play on a woman's vulnerability, but men do that.
Yeah, me.
I wouldn't do
men
this shit. I
that.
like to make my intentions known, but you got some men play on their friends shit.
They will.
Oh, okay.
They'll
Play
catch
on
her in
the
a week,
friends.
state of
No,
mind.
I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep. Oh, you don't have some men trying to be your friends, and he try to sneak through the back door now. Then again, you could not. All of them could be straight up with you. Like this is these are my intentions. So this is what I'm.
I don't know. I'm just in a. I'm different. I'm just in a different space or life situation than a lot of women right now. I think I've gone out, with guys, and it's don't mean anything. It didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for anything extra. Wasn't looking to try to create a relationship or form a relationship. But as far as like speaking on the platonic thing, I could care less. I learned to care less what people think about who I'm out with. But I'm very particular about if I decide to go out with you, you better feel some kind of good way about yourself if I decide to go out with you, because I do I don't just say yes to anybody when I go out. But you can go out with friends. You can be friends with guys and y'all just meet up to have drinks, hang out. But I could care less.
Well, I'll just let you know, like, most of the time we don't be on that friend shit. Like,
Yeah.
we don't
A
have
lot of men
female
won't.
friends.
So yeah.
But what's
I
wrong
feel
with,
what
what's
you're
wrong with
saying, though.
casual? What's wrong with casual? We make that a bad thing because
Casual
everybody
dating or casual friendships?
casual dating and casual sex. Because I think everybody thinks that just because it's no intentions to it, it's casual, it's wrong. I don't mean anything. Everybody's not in that space in their life to where, like, I want to take this serious. I want to take this serious. Some people just healing. Some people just coming out of relationships, coming out of marriages. They working on their business. They working on their goals. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with being casual with the opposite sex? Like, hey, now it's not the time. You're a good person. I like you, but I got goals. I'm moving. I don't have that much time. I think we put put a negative spin on casual dating and casual sex.
You just gotta communicate properly with the
That's
person
key.
and let them know.
That's key.
That's something I try and do with men nowadays. Like, if somebody asks me out, I let them know I'm in school. I work a day job. I have 2 kids. I have this going on. I know a lot of women that at the opportunity, if a man asks them out, whether it's just casual, whatever it may be, they're going to jump on it. Not saying that they're desperate. Yes, but not me. I don't want to hang out with any and everybody. And I try, and if I do go out, that person has to be like-minded and respective of what I have going on. So when I do choose to go out with people, I try and make sure that we have like a lot of similarities or preferences. Like with my preference, I would prefer to date a man with 1 to 2 kids, because I already know that, especially if you're a good dad, I already know that, okay, I have to spend time with my kids. I have my kids, this, that, versus a man with no kids that'll be like, hey, let's ride to New Orleans, or hey, let's go there. Here, understand why, hey, this is a weekend. I have my kids. I can't go. So
I know going out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It definitely, what you said, communication from the jump solves everything. When you both know where you stand, because you may be meeting a person that is wanting a relationship with you, which I've had that, and I've had to say, well, I'm not in a space where I want a relationship right now. And you have to speak your truth to a person from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that person can decide how they want to move forward, how they want to continue, things like that. Because if you are in a space where you are looking for a serious relationship and you want to meet someone and grow a relationship, and you be upfront with that person, then that person is upfront with you as well. Yeah, I'm also looking for a relationship. Then you both know that you're both on that same wavelength. Or that person let you know, no, not me, I'm really not, but I don't mind enjoying your company, or going out with you. Do y'all feel that? I know for me, I'm just not. I'm a woman that's just not looking to be in a serious relationship right now, and I feel like men get shocked when they meet a woman that says that, because they feel every woman wants to be in a. I'm like, I just left one, so right now it's a no.
Not really. It go both ways. Women get shocked too when a man don't want to be in a relationship. Yeah, that's what I feel. But I think a lot of things go both ways. Like, we always, men always say women this, women that. Women always say men this, men that. I think it's just we got to start communicating better and stop letting the media control the narrative in our relationships and the way we date and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I see it a lot now. A lot of men ain't shit. I'm going to do this nigga this and do this nigga that. And you got a lot of men that do the same thing. But that's what's really shown to us,
That is.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just stay to myself. I don't.
It's cool. We all go through our times where we're ready for certain situations. Then And other times it's just like you in a healing process. Like I'm healing, I'm going through this, I'm building. So I can't give you my time right now.
I can't give you everything.
I can't give you
that you're looking for.
Right. And then shit, even when I'm with you, I can't give you everything.
That's true.
You know.
And then you have some people, they don't know how to express that until after the fact, and then you see these roller coasters. I remember dealing with somebody years ago. They had mommy issues and abandonment issues. They didn't know how to be by their self. So in a way, he would kind of be codependent on me, or always wanted me to be around him.
Right.
And then I didn't realize until I was kind of like deep off, and I'm like, damn, I can't be a mama to my baby and a mama to you too. I can't be your mama and your girlfriend. Like, something got to give. So, yeah.
See, a lot of guys that have mommy issues and abandonment issues, especially with the mommy issues, they don't know how to deal with responsibilities. You know, so they'll get with a woman and live off that woman. And the abandonment issues will make a man miss all the red flags about a woman just to be with that woman. So, how long did it take for you to pick up on that?
Maybe like 5 or 6 months later.
Months in. Did you have a conversation with him, like, dude, like?
An argument, yeah. Yeah, an argument.
Yeah. I think we all go through trauma as kids. I think we gotta learn how to communicate and help each other out. And like, if you pick up on it before you realize, because I realized I had abandonment issues, but I didn't pick up on it until my 30s. Like, what the fuck? Like,
and then I can still remember him saying like, well, just go on and do me or leave me how my mama did. That's why my grandma raised me. That in my head, I'm like, that ain't really got nothing to do with me. But I guess since you see the way that at the time I just had one kid, I guess you see since the way I love on my child and I have motherly instincts, you cling to my motherly instincts as well, and I can't be your mom.
Yeah. Let me tell y'all what I noticed. Because we go off of, I noticed when we're talking about childhood traumas, it's like it plays a role in your adult life and your adult relationships. But for me, I don't really have childhood traumas. I have adult traumas that I noticed coming into, back into this world. My experiences that I had in my adult life, my marriage, my relationship, that's what I had. My traumas I had to work through, and so that caused a lot of not necessarily abandonment issues, but trauma issues when I would think I'm about to experience what I already experienced. So it causes the push and the pull, the no, I can't do this, and okay, I want this, kind of thing. So I think a lot of times, I know for me, I kind of want to start bringing up the topic of everybody issues don't come from childhood. And I'm saying his did because it was evident. But for me, when I hear people speak, for me, I just started learning, damn, I got I have some traumas that I have to work through from my past experience.
So you still got some form of childhood trauma because you was sound like you was sheltered a little bit.
Okay.
And with me,
if you think about it,
I was.
You get what I'm saying?
And my friends say that as well.
Yeah.
So you know what? At the end of the day, I can go back and be like, yeah, because in my childhood,
they didn't let you experience this.
I didn't get to
now,
do
it could
this.
be. Not saying it is, but
no.
It made
But
perfect sense what you just said.
I had to get used to being told no. I was my mom's only child for 16 years. And yeah, I had to get used to being told no. So the first 2 serious relationships I was in, especially with my kids' dad, it was like, in a way, I was spoiled. So I was used to a man being able to do certain things for me versus like dating other men. They couldn't do this right then and there. So in a way, I'd be like, well, my mama wouldn't tell me no, or I ain't got to wait until Friday for this, or.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, that's something I had to really work on.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't going to say I've gotten way better.
You look
at my, I've gotten way better. So,
You look like can't about tell you know.
so yeah, that was something I had to work on. But yeah, and even I've ran into friends, or I've had some of my male friends tell me, or I see it on social media. You know, I like to post questions every
I'm
day.
gonna start back getting on your page. I don't be on there like that.
Women, you have some women that deal with daddy issues.
Yeah.
So they may cling to men or always want to be with a man or see a man as their dad.
Right.
So I'm just glad I've never been one of those women.
Right.
And
I'm
man,
glad too.
I vow not to let my daughter go through it.
Yeah.
But all in all, we all gonna go through something.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I asked you when did you catch on that he had abandonment issues, because I feel like we need as you know, to catch our significant other traumas. Like we need to catch it, like, and try like, hey, you ever thought about going to therapy? Or, you know, you can bring it up like, hey, you probably like this because of this, this, and this. And it's like we need to catch that instead of always resorting back to being mad and, oh, you too clingy, you all on me, you on this, and you a hoe, and you sleep with this man. Be like, wait a minute. This a broken girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this a broken guy. Now, some people you can help, some people you can't.
Yeah.
You know, just an idea.
Yeah.
Just idea.
Yeah.
And you really can't help and save everybody. That's not your job also. And now, like with me, being in school for social work and, you know, just certain classes that I've taken and certain flags that I can notice in people now, I'm able to stop certain things before it starts. Like if I run into somebody, every time I'm talking to you, if you have some type of problem going on, I cut it off. And I let, because it's, for me being an empath, it's easy to pick up on other people's energies and just absorbing. You don't realize why you so tired and you're just dealing with everybody else's emotions and trauma and stuff like that. So to keep myself grounded and positive and in a good mental state, I will tell people, hey, I got my own stuff going on. I can't save you. It's not my job to save you. Or always
But
talk
not
to
saving,
you.
just more like identifying your partner's problems.
But when you tell some people that they can't handle it.
Yeah.
But check this out. That might be true, but you still plant that seed inside of them. And they be like, you know what? Even if y'all didn't work out, you still can help them. Like, you know what? Portia was a good girl and I lost her because of this. Maybe I need to work on what she just told me.
And that's when they start
what I'm
DMing me and I'll be like,
That's
no.
so funny. You know, I feel like also, you know, in a relationship, when you start noticing those things, if you truly care and you truly love a person and you notice, then you honor that in a way where you have you be someone that to encourage or kind of help them through that in a way. Meaning like if you know that they're a person that need reassurance, then be okay with, you know, I just need to let her know, no, I love you, babe. You know, like, you know, because sometimes, you know, it's just, you know, that fear, am I losing this person like I lost the other, or, you know, things like that. And I think loving each other through those situations and learning how to help each other through those situations, it bounds from the love that you truly have for one another, that you can help each other through those moments and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it be too crazy motherfuckers in a relationship, and that shit ain't gonna work.
That's where the toxicity stems from.
Man, I'm telling you. But all right, guys, we're about to get ready to wrap it up. We went a little bit over, did a little overtime tonight. But I want to thank my guests for coming on. We had great dialogue tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And man, anytime you want to come on, I need all the guests I can. But man, y'all tune in every Tuesday to YouTube to catch the new episodes drop, and also check out the Instagram at Good Vibes Only Podcast, and we are out.